I'm Sushmita from Miss Pink Shoes and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of my holy grail products. So starting from primer to foundation to concealer, in every single category, I'm going to be talking about my favorite product. So this tag was actually done more than a year ago by Jacklyn and she called it the Ride or Die tag. And it was so interesting because it was so fun to watch every YouTuber's favorite makeup product in a particular category. But I don't know why I never got myself to do it, and a year and a half later, I realized that shit, I should have done it. But nevertheless, I'm doing it for you guys now because recently a lot of you have been asking me for a dedicated video of all of my favorite products, like in every single category. And a lot of you keep asking me which is the best mascara, which is the best foundation, which is the best primer. So I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite products in every single category for you guys, so you can make up your mind if you want to just buy one single product in a particular category, which one to go for. So yes, without any further delay, let's get started. So my primer favorite has to be the Pack Zero Pore Separation Cream. This is the clear variant. So now I have a lot of pores on my face. I have crazy amount of pores right here and even on my nose, and the rest of the skin is fine, but here I have insane amount of pores, so I had to go for a pore filling primer, and this one fills my pores like there's no tomorrow. Like, this just creates like a layer upon my skin and it just fills in all the pores so well, and it makes my makeup last for so long. Like, my makeup sticks onto this as the base for such a long time. So I totally love it, and I would totally recommend this to you guys. So if I had to be stranded on an island with just one primer, it would definitely be this one. Moving on to foundation, so I would want to pick something with which I can go totally full coverage or go completely natural, and that is only possible with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I absolutely love this to bits. I know this is not easily available here and it's expensive, but guys, the way this makes my skin look, it's unreal. I just apply a small amount of this and it just looks so skin-like, but it gives me good amount of coverage, so it does help, you know, applying this. And when I want to go for that full coverage Instagram face, I can do that as well by going with the second layer. This is just one of the most beautiful foundations that I've tried, and it definitely is the one that I want to be stranded on an island with because this is just amazing. But I want to give you guys an option because I know this is expensive and it's not available everywhere easily, so you have to order it via Instagram through an Instagram seller or online and take the risk of getting a wrong shade. So I'm giving you guys an option, which is the Pack HD Liquid Foundation. So this is my next favorite after the Fenty Beauty foundation. This again gives such a beautiful natural finish, and you can totally build this up. It's actually the foundation I have on my skin today, and I just love this foundation to bits. So if I had to pick one, it would definitely be the Fenty, but if I wanted a more budget friendly option, it would be the Pack HD Liquid Foundation. Okay, so in the Fenty Beauty foundation, I'm in the shade 320, and in the Pack HD Liquid Foundation, I'm in the shade 3.0. These are like the perfect matches for me. They work perfectly. Moving on to concealer. So this concealer is something that I tried out recently, but I haven't been able to put it down at all, and it's definitely my concealer favorite now, which is the Photofocus Concealer by Wet n Wild. I absolutely love this to bits. The shade that I'm using in this is medium tanny. I absolutely love it. So I would always prefer a more lightweight concealer in comparison to a heavier concealer. The Dermacolor concealer and the Kryolan Supra concealer, they are great too, but they can be a little heavy, and I have all the heaviness from my foundation, so I would want something that's super lightweight. So this is really lightweight, but it gives me such a beautiful coverage. It covers my dark circles so well. It sits on my under eyes without creasing and cracking and giving me fine lines, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I absolutely love this concealer. I haven't used it so much. I've been using it I think for 3 weeks now or something, but it's definitely the best concealer that I've tried. Moving on to setting powder. So now I'm not the biggest fan of loose powders. Like, it wouldn't be like my most favorite thing on earth. I'd rather go for a compact and, to be precise, a powder foundation, because there are times where I would just want to wear concealer and set it and walk out. So at those times I would need a powder foundation, but other times even to set it in, a powder foundation works perfectly fine. So my setting pick would be the Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Powder Foundation. Now I absolutely love this. I am in the shade Silky Golden, which again works perfectly for me. So this is such a beautiful compact because A, the texture is just so soft. It's so smooth and soft, and the next thing is that it gives you coverage. So when you want to just wear something light on your skin when you again just want to dab in some concealer and set your face with a light layer of compact but have that bit of coverage, this is the best thing to go for, because this is a powder foundation, so it won't give you the coverage a foundation can give. No powder foundation can give you that amount of coverage, but this does give you a decent amount of coverage, and it sets in your makeup so well. Like, this will just make your makeup last all day long. So yeah, that is why I picked this. The texture is beautiful. Like, I just can't stop touching it. It's so soft, it's so creamy, it melts into the skin, it gives you a beautiful coverage, and I would totally recommend this. Coming to contour and highlight, this is another product from Wet n Wild that I cannot just put down. It's their contouring palette. Now this banana color is something that I've already hit pan on. I hope you guys can see, and this is just such a beautiful banana shade. Like, when I'm contouring, this will just make my under eyes look so nice, and again, it does not give any of those fine lines, no creasing. It just sets in my under eye and highlights the rest of my face so freaking well. I absolutely love this. And even the contour shade, it's just such a nice bronzy kind of a contour shade. I love warm contours because I have a very warm undertone, and I just love the whole bronzed look when I'm contouring also. So this is such a nice warm contour, and it just works so well. If you have a typical Indian yellow undertone, you are gonna love this because this just works so freaking well. And yeah, definitely my ride or die. You guys can see I've already like broken it because that's how much I use this. I always travel with this. I take this everywhere with me, and yeah, I totally love this. Moving on to blush. So for my blush favorite, I actually picked a palette which is from Technic. This is their Color Fix blush palette, and I'll tell you guys why later. But this is one of the most beautiful blush formulas that I've tried, because again, it's so soft and creamy, like, oh my god, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I'm actually not wearing any blush today, so let me just put some on and show you guys. Like, I've just taken a small amount of this. I'm going to tap off the excess, and like, with just that much, it's added such a nice pop of color on my cheek. Like, look at this cheek, it looks so nicely flushed, and it just looks so beautiful. And the thing with this is that you don't have to like struggle too much when it comes to blending. Like, you can just do that, and your blush is gonna blend really smoothly and easily. And like, with just a light touch, you can see the amount of blush it's added, and it does not look too much. It just looks like a really nice flush of color on my cheeks. So yeah, that's why I love this. And the next thing is that since I'm gonna have with just one eyeshadow palette that I can choose, this would be a good option because I have some pink eyeshadows to play with. So yes, that's why I picked this. But formula wise, it's just one of the best blushes I've tried. It's so soft, creamy, really pigmented, and it just looks beautiful on the cheeks. Okay, now moving on to highlighter. This was genuinely really difficult for me to pick. I was so confused between 3 highlighters, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? But I did it, and it's another Wet n Wild product. It's their Megaglow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is genuinely one of the best highlighters I've tried, and especially for the price, guys, it's insane. Let me swatch. Just one hard swipe of this. See the amount of color that's come, and this is what the swatch looks like. It is so freaking pigmented. I absolutely love this highlighter. This is most of the time out of stock on Nykaa, but right now it is, so go check it out before it runs out of stock again. This is just such a gorgeous highlighter, and for the price, it's so beautiful. Like, you put this on your cheeks and it does not look harsh. It does not emphasize your skin's texture. It does not look too glittery or anything. It just looks like a beautiful glow on the cheeks, and it's one of those shades that would suit a lot of skin tones. If not every, it would suit a lot of skin tones because it has a really nice goldeny texture, but it's not like too yellowy. So it is something that will suit even people who are really fair or really deep. This is genuinely one of the best highlighters I've tried, and I would totally recommend this to you guys. Okay, now the base products are out of the way. I'm gonna get to the eyes now. So starting with the eyebrows. Now there were again a lot of eyebrow products that I was like, do I need this or do I need that? But I finally landed up on the Maybelline Fashion Brow Pencil. So this is is something that I've been using ever since I got it. The pencil was like a proper full-size pencil, and I've sharpened it down so much, and I use this literally every single day. First of all, it's super quick to do your brows with this. It is really nice because it does not look too much on the brows, it does not look too drawn on. The shade is just bang on. Like, this shade is the most perfect shade for my brows, and it is the one that I have on my brows right now. So the shade just works perfectly, and when you sharpen this, you can get like really nice hair-like particles, or you know, when you just want to fill them in, you can totally fill it in. So this is definitely my ride or die brow product. But I also have another brow product, which is something that I always would want with this brow pencil, which is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. So this is just such a gorgeous brow mascara, because this has tiny fibers in it. So when you comb your brows with this will fill in your brows, and this just makes your brows look so nice, and it sets your brows in so well. So yeah, technically they're two different products, so I can pick two. If I had to pick one, I would just pick this. This totally works, but yes, together it just makes my brows look so amazing. Moving on, my Kajal Holy Grail would be the Nykaa I Am Black Kajal. I absolutely love this. I've ordered the other Kajals from Nykaa. They are about to come because I've heard that they work really well as well. But for now, the Nykaa I Am Black has just worked really well for me. When you put this on and set it in with the black shadow, it's not going anywhere. It does not budge. It does not crack. It does not bleed. It does not turn you into a panda. It just stays on your waterline so well for such a long time. Again, if you just apply this and walk out, it will move, but you have to make sure that you have something going on like a concealer or some base, and then you put this and then you set the concealer and set this with the black shadow, and that's when it would last. So yeah, with all of that done, it stays on my eyes for the whole day, and I just love this. It's super creamy, so you can do your eye makeup with this. Like if you want to do a smoky eye or something, you can apply this and quickly blend this out and set it in with the black shadow, and you'll have a beautiful smoky eye. But yes, as a kajal, it just works so well. So if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know my eyeliner holy grail. It's the Lakme Absolute Shine line. This is definitely my favoriteest eyeliner. I cannot go back to anything else. I cannot switch over. I just love this to bits. I use this like for the last 2 years, I think, and I just can't find a better eyeliner. I've tried so many eyeliners, guys, but the way this has worked for me, no other eyeliner has. It does not crack. It does not budge. It stays on my eyes forever, and it just gives me the most perfect wing, because I love the brush. Like, it is so thin and precise and nice, and you can remove all of the excess product and get it to be a really thin tip. Like, I absolutely love this. This is my recommendation to anybody and everybody who wants an eyeliner. Even if they don't want a liquid liner, I recommend them this, because this is genuinely the best eyeliner I've tried. I can totally vouch for this. I swear by this, and I would totally recommend this to you guys. Moving on to mascara. So my mascara holy grail is the Loreal False Lash Superstar, which has a primer on one side and the mascara on the other side. So I've used this for I think 8 months now, if I'm not wrong, and it's time for me to get a new one because I'm almost out of this. But this works so well. Even if I don't have falsies on, I can put a nice thick layer and make it look like I have natural falsies on. Like, that's how good this mascara is. You can really like go over and over with this mascara, and it's not gonna look too clumpy or too much on your lashes, but it will give you that length and volume and just amazing lift and curl. This is honestly one of the best mascaras out there, and I totally love this. Okay, moving on to falsies. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I haven't experimented with too many falsies. I've not tried too many. So the Ardel Wispies have to be my holy grail. Not like I'm unhappy with them. I love these two bits. It's again the one that I'm wearing right now, and I just love the way this looks, because this does look natural in places, but there are times when you can just make it look dramatic by wearing a nice thick mascara in the bottom. So yeah, I love these falsies. Okay, coming to eyeshadow now. Now this was genuinely very difficult. Like, it was so difficult for me to just pick one palette, because there are so many palettes that I love, and if I had to just pick one, it would be the Jacklyn Hill x Morphe collaboration palette, because this is like This is just bae. I love this so much. I have used this so much. This is, I think after the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette, I've used this the most. And formula wise and for a lot of other reasons, I love the Beauty Killer palette. But this just gives me a lot more options. Like there is just so many things that you can do with this palette. Price wise also, this is so affordable, especially for the quality and for the number of shadows you're getting. But even color wise, formula wise, blendability wise, this is just gorgeous. This gives you so many options. You can play around with it so much. You can do bronzy looks, you can do fierce colorful looks, you can do neutral looks, you can do just so many things with this. Like I absolutely love this. I just wish this had a mirror. It would make it the perfect palette for me. But nevertheless, this is definitely my ride or die palette, and this is something that I cannot live without. If I could choose one more palette, it would be the Masquerade palette by Juvias Place, because guys, look at this. Like this is just gorgeous. Oh my god, it's so stunning. The colors here are beautiful, and some of these colors are there in the Morphe palette, but there are some colors which are not there. And if I could take, I would take 4 of these, because these would just allow me to do anything and everything. Like I can literally do any eye look that I feel like with this, because it has a black too, it has the lightest of colors, it just has everything. So yeah, these 2 palettes would help me achieve every eye look that I would want. But yeah, if I had to pick one, I would totally go for the Jacklyn Hill palette. Okay, moving on to the lips. After the eyes, this was genuinely the most difficult to pick, because there are so many lip colors that I like and so many formulas and textures that I like. But if I had to pick just one, there would be this one formula and one color that I know I can do a lot with, and it is the Sugar It's About Time Vivid Lipstick in the shade Breaking Bear. So this is a matte finish, but it's super creamy and comfortable on the lips, and this shade is something that I know I can wear with any eye look, with anything, any day, with a bare face, with a really dramatic eye look. So this is one of my favorite colors of all times, and I know this is one of those colors that I would wear because it's pink and it's me. I don't have to explain it to you guys. But yeah, even formulation wise, I love this formula. I actually love Sugar's lip colors. Their lip color formulations are great. I haven't tried their liquid lipsticks, but their matte ones, like the cream ones, are so good. So especially formula wise, I love this because this is so creamy and so comfortable, but at the same time it's super matte, and it lasts for such a good amount of time, and the shade is so nice. Sometimes what I like to do is just take it with my fingers and dab it on my lips to have a very natural looking pink color. So on days where I just don't want to wear any makeup but I do have pigmented lips, I just do this to make my lips look more naturally pink, and at the same time you can go like full on with it to get a nice full beautiful pink lip. So guys, that was it for this video. I really hope you guys liked it, and I hope it helps you in making your makeup decisions. And if it did, don't forget to give this a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel guys, the link is down below, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching guys. Bye.